Sabrina, what did the Dalai Lama say about the economy?
Well, Jim, he said we can control how much this crisis affects each one of us, and he also said we can recover.
We can exchange smile, sincerity through our eyes.
Compassion and ethics in difficult times. That's what the Dalai Lama came to Albany to talk about. Before addressing a crowd of thousands, he met with about a dozen reporters. What can you say to America as we go through these difficult times to make people feel a little better?
This economy crisis, of course, very sad, but that can be taken as a reminder the limitation of material value.
The Tibetan spiritual leader went on to say money is the big problem.
Those people who only concern money, no other interest, only money, that such people, I think, get much more disturbances.
Many believe he's the reincarnation of Lord Buddha and see his message of peace and nonviolence as a way of life.
Mentally, emotionally, physically, we are same human being.
The Dalai Lama started his day at the state capitol, convening the Senate session and speaking to lawmakers about the need for compassion. He brought that up during his talk at the Palace Theater, cracking a joke about local politics.
I always feel more closer to the weaker side. So I express the Republicans are minority, so I have some sympathy towards them.
Coming up on News 10 at 6, we'll tell you how the Dalai Lama says his message is being heard and reacted to here in the United States. For now, we're live in Albany. Mark O'Brien, News 10.
Mark, thank you. And to get an idea of just how highly anticipated the Dalai Lama's visit to Albany was, check out the video and the long lines of people that were wrapped around the Palace Theater about a block long before the show even started. And it was the line outside that actually led to this slight delay.
Taking a closer look at the Dalai Lama, he is the 14th Dalai Lama. He says he has 3 commitments in life. On the level of being a human being, he says he wants to promote compassion, forgiveness, tolerance, contentment, and self-discipline. Now, as a religious practitioner, he says he is committed to the promotion of religious harmony and understanding different religious traditions. And as a Tibetan, he says he has a responsibility to act as the spokesperson of the Tibetans in their struggle for justice.
During his first visit to Albany, the Dalai Lama pointed out why he hasn't come here before.
But no invitation.
Well, this time he got one, and thousands showed up to see him. Many believe he is the reincarnation of Lord Buddha. The line outside the Palace Theater wrapped around 3 blocks.
Everything that's going on in the world, and it's a lifetime chance.
And he met with reporters for about an hour, answering questions about his life and his opinions of current affairs.
Many people consider America as champion of democracy, liberty, freedom. It is important. U.S. policy must carry with these principles.
The Dalai Lama says he's talked with President Barack Obama several times, including during the presidential campaign. He says so far he likes a lot of what the president is doing.
His sort of policy regarding Iran, I think it is very good.
Moving on to his own personal beliefs.
I have no political agenda, mainly the humanitarian sort of work. Promotion of human value.
He says he wants to strongly promote religious harmony and he believes in reincarnation, but he understands everyone does not.
I think hopefully majority of us go heaven. Few handful may go heaven.
Now, I asked the Dalai Lama about the state of our economy, and his response was, we are way too concerned with money.
Before the Dalai Lama addressed the packed crowd at the palace today, he convened the Senate session at the state capitol. While speaking to lawmakers, the Dalai Lama called for compassion during these tough times, saying it can help solve problems like terrorism. He also spoke briefly about the importance of honesty and transparency.
Admirers dressed in Tibetan robes bowed in his presence, greeting His Holiness, the Dalai Lama, as he entered the Crown Plaza Hotel Wednesday morning. It was a quiet prelude to the public event at Albany's Palace Theater that brought nearly 3,000 people lined up outside the theater. Tickets went for $85 and $55 for a chance to sit in the presence of one of the most iconic religious leaders on the planet.
It's a tremendous honor to be in the same room, to tell you the truth.
I think it puts us on the map in a spiritual way.
It's safe to say the people on this line never thought that the Dalai Lama would make his way to, well, Albany, New York. And I even talked to a woman who flew here from Anchorage, Alaska, just for the chance to see the Dalai Lama. Inside, His Holiness presented Tibetan shawls to Mayor Jennings and also to Bishop Howard Hubbard. And then, sitting in a comfortable chair, the Dalai Lama spoke about the need to pay attention to human values of peace, compassion, tolerance, and forgiveness. He also joked about his visit earlier in the day to the state senate and his tendency, he said, to care for the weaker in society.
So I express the Republicans are minority. So I have some sympathy towards them.
At a news conference before the speech, the winner of a Nobel Peace Prize said, "We may have to wait 2 months," he said, "to learn if President Obama will change America for the better." And on the global economic crisis, he said this.
I think we can recover this economic crisis. But other serious, more serious matter that I'm telling you, that's the gap rich and poor.
Steve, Bishop Howard Hubbard called it a significant cultural event for the capital region. Hard to argue with that. He's talking about the appearance of the iconic spiritual leader, the Dalai Lama. The Tibetan Buddhist monk who won a Nobel Peace Prize and who has admirers all over the globe came to Albany today for a public talk at the Palace Theater. They came from as far away as Alaska to be in his presence, and the Dalai Lama's appearance created quite a big buzz locally. He spoke about compassion, tolerance, and spiritual health.
Everyone wants a happy life. Everyone deserve to achieve happy life. And that happy life depends on community. So that's my fundamental belief.
He's one of the great spiritual leaders of our time, and to have him in Albany is just not an opportunity that I would forego to see him. It's a tremendous honor to be in the same room, to tell you the truth.
The Dalai Lama's appearance at the palace was the result of an invitation from the World Ethical Foundation, which is founded by 2 sisters, heiresses of the Seagram's Liquor Corporation.
From the start of today's speech,
This time, I received the invitation.
You could feel the energy in the room. The Dalai Lama hoping to encourage everyone who would listen to focus on what he calls his fundamental belief, inward reflection and outward compassion.
Everyone wants a happy life. Everyone deserve to achieve happy life. And that happy life depends on community.
The Dalai Lama is the spiritual leader and head of state of Tibet, which was invaded by China in 1949. He lives in exile in India, but travels the globe promoting the freedom of Tibet and human compassion. He was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 1989.
The basic thing is we all same human being. Mentally, emotionally, physically, we are same human being.
Everything else, he says, race, socioeconomic status, even religion, are secondary and can lead to problems such as violence and discrimination when we let those take the place of our basic needs. To those who've seen the Dalai Lama before or read his books, the words are familiar. But even he admits it's something he has to continually practice.
Till my death, I work that.
This was truly a once-in-a-lifetime experience. The event was supposed to get underway around 2, started about 15-20 minutes late on top of the long lines outside waiting to get in, but everyone we talked with said this was worth the wait.